That was it.
Like podcast over?
Yeah, done.
All right, so I'm not supposed to look at you on there. Or I am.
Looking at what, where?
Can I look at you on there?
Well, you see when you're looking at the screen, this is what becomes a problem, is it kills the eye line. Where you're like, that's the audience over there.
Got it. Stay in the lens.
Stay in the lens, yeah.
Got it. You look so formal.
I'm a formal guy. All right, so what did we do last time? You said, Happy New Year. Is that how we started it? So this time, how do they usually start? Hey, guys.
Hey, guys, but
Okay.
we gotta have a better intro. Hello, fam. Hello, team. Hello, turd burglars. What's up, turd burglars?
What's up, turd burglars? And just like that, we're rolling.
And just like that, you're burglaring
Welcome
some turds.
back to pod number 2.
Dos.
Our second pod. Mm-hmm. So what'd you think about the first one?
I loved it.
You loved it. What'd you guys think about the first one?
They're like, unsubscribe.
Can unsubscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, so feel free.
Insert the button.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, crack them.
It's happy hour, guys.
Yeah.
Not really.
This podcast brought to you by Sweetwater 420. Huh?
This is some Georgia beer, right?
Although we were still in Charlotte. Why are we in Charlotte, Meg?
Because...
Not a trick question.
Oh, it's not?
You live here.
Oh, because I live here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were doing New Year's Eve here.
We did New Year's Eve here. You guys saw our last pod with the New Year's Eve shenanigan. It was a big success up until about 11:45 when I got sick because I had a cold. I still have a cold, and I left. I said, I don't care. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I left.
Yeah, he got out of there.
Still a great New Year, though.
So
I had fun up until then.
it was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I was like, Because you left. I didn't have a kiss. Just kidding. I kissed my friend Kelsey.
I had plenty of kisses at home.
She is such a slut.
But yes, we're still here in Charlotte. I'll be heading back to Atlanta tomorrow. Today's Thursday? Tomorrow.
Yes.
Because I live in Atlanta. And soon...
People are probably so confused because on the last one you're like, the quarantine wasn't too bad because I live on an island.
Well, to be fair, we're
like you live everywhere.
where do
People are
I
like,
live?
does he not know Atlanta isn't an island?
Yeah. I'm a bit of a nomad, but it's my intention in 2022, much like I started through 2021, to settle into Atlanta, make that my home base, and have the work provide kind of that stable routine that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Specifically, I love Charlotte. I think it's great, and I love visiting you, and your house is so cute. You did such a good job. But
Thanks.
I just can't handle the commute anymore. I gotta stop splitting my time.
I know.
Yeah.
It is a pretty long drive when there's traffic.
It's not so bad. It's 4.5 hours if you time it right.
Yeah. But if there's traffic, then it's
I've also done it in 7 hours. So
yeah. So that's never ideal.
all that to say, Meg here, Big Red, is going to be moving to Atlanta with me. Yeah, we're pretty excited about
I'm
it.
excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun.
And so
We have lots of ideas.
so many ideas, big plans. We have big plans.
Big beards, big reds, big plans.
You heard it here first, folks. But what do you imagine we'll be doing? What do we
Creative things.
tell our friends what we got kind of stirring over there.
Okay. So all this is credit to Sam. It's all his idea. And then as he was talking about it, I'm like, holy crap, that's a great idea. So we want to do a creative space / living space in a warehouse. Which you guys have maybe seen that because I think you like posted something or did a story or something.
Yeah.
About it.
So I've toured a few buildings.
Oh yes, yeah. You looked at a few of them in Atlanta, in the heart. we could, right?
The closer to the inner city, like the Atlanta proper.
Yeah.
I believe it's around the perimeter, OTP, outside the perimeter, and...
You down with OTP? Yeah, you know me.
ICP?
Oh,
Insane Clown Posse.
What are they called? Gigolos?
Juggalos. Honey.
Obviously not.
You're not hip to it. Anyway, we want to be inside the perimeter because I want to be close to my friends
OTP.
and all the people that...
Is that what it is?
It's something.
Sorry.
But Atlanta, real estate is popping right now.
Yeah.
And so that might change.
I feel like real estate's kind of popping everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, I started the idea. I was like, all right, I'm going to find a place, rent it, make it my own, and it'll develop around me, and it'll be a cool thing. But then now, I mean, just realistically, it just makes sense to purchase. So unless I can come up with like $1 million.
And because all the ideas that we have would be like pouring so much money into the property. So it's like, you don't really want to put all this money in it if you don't own it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's fair. I get it.
So.
Excuse me.
So that's another reason.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, maybe buy.
So if that means finding a piece of property and then building or whatever, her lease is up in 4 months and just gonna, it's just all gonna work out. Things are always working out for us. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not really concerned about it. I am excited because I have no idea what's to come.
Yeah.
So I can project and set intention, but ultimately I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm excited.
Yeah, but you have so many good ideas too.
Yes.
That kind of gets you excited.
Yeah. Once we have the space,
too.
I think just the way that I operate, it's just going to be really conducive to a creative atmosphere. And so we'll be able to eliminate overhead very quickly by renting it out. There's different sites like Peer Space.
Oh, yeah.
Where we can use it for a functional shooting spot for other people in productions. We can use it for our own stuff. But then that even turns into live event, like a gallery, like if in the Atlanta motorcycle scene.
Like an art installation. You guys come tour the art installation.
Realistically, I've been calling it a culture hub is what I want, where there's so much cool shit happening that it's like, oh, you know, and so specific to motorcycles, there's a great motorcycle culture in Atlanta. It's not as cold as the north, so we can ride year round. And so Brother Moto used to fill that gap, and they've since... I actually don't know. They kind of like moved on. They changed course, and so they shut down. And so there's just kind of been a vacuum for what that would be. Triumph Motorcycle corporate is based here, over there in Atlanta. So there's just so many different things in just the world that I live in. It just makes sense that would be something I could step into. Whether we're hosting events and like maybe we have a pop-up coffee shop. Maybe you bring a computer.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Deus out there in Los Angeles. Where you can come and then buy your $19 Danish.
Little Debbie's is what we'll stock.
Yeah, they're gonna be free.
So it's cake rolls.
Yeah.
Did you peel them?
Yeah, how else do
you
you
just
do it?
go in like hardcore?
No. I'm not a savage.
Cake to the face.
Not against it.
I was a peeler
Yeah.
too.
But I'm excited, and like with what she does, you can see just from her little. This is a lovely little studio that she's curated into this. This is her art back here.
Well, yeah.
Tell us.
A lot of my art, I have really gifted grandmothers too. So they're dead. Rest in peace. But they did great stuff.
And inspired you.
Some of it is them, some of it's me.
All that to say is that having her,
so I can't take credit for all
giving her the freedom to do whatever she wants creatively, I think it's just going to be super fun and a great way for us to stretch our artsy muscles, our fartsy muscles.
Artsy fartsy.
Artsy fartsy, that's us. But that's just like a tip of the iceberg for things that we can do and different things. I think different mediums, different formats.
Yeah.
Even with the men's work
I do.
Oh,
can I tell the funny... okay, bookmark that.
Okay.
Can I tell the funny story about the renting spaces, how I didn't know that was a thing?
Yes.
Okay. So, Sam was doing a music video. He had to like...
Shout out to Broken Love.
Oh, yeah. So, you're right that is distracting.
She wanted to have a monitor so she could see that we look good. And so if you see her eye line just dropping, it's because she's staring at herself.
Yeah. And I keep looking at you when you're talking. And then I'm like, oh, wait. I can look at you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he had to throw together a music video in a matter of, how many days was it? It was like 3 days. And so comes up with the concept, and then he's like, okay, I rented the house for the shoot. And I was like, oh, cool, let me see it. And so he shows me, and it's this like dumper, like abandoned house.
Like, it's not even a fixer-upper. It's like set it on fire and
yeah,
collect
like,
the insurance.
dim the whole thing,
yeah.
Level it. And I was like, how much was this? Because I was thinking he rented it on Airbnb, and what was it, $800 or however much? And I was like, 800.
6 hours for $800.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, who pays $800? Who wants to stay there for a day? I was like, that is so much money. Like I was thinking, like, you got ripped off. And I was like, I can't believe you paid that for an Airbnb. And he explained.
So we rented the house, $800. She saw it, and I was able to explain how Peerspace works. It's like Airbnb, but specific to production, photo shoots, video shoots, music videos, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, because I had already started to tell her about like, well, I want to create a space that we can rent out. And she goes like, on an Airbnb, like, I guess that makes sense. And then so for her to understand.
Yeah. So we're both pretty creative. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a nice spot to share with the public.
Yeah. One, Peerspace in Atlanta is still relatively new. I mean, there's Gigster and other places that you can look for locations and stuff like that, but I think it's a good time to jump in, and then specifically the way we want to do it. And that would mean I'm not depending on any of the relationships I already have to generate the income with the space. That's just another iron in the fire, and you can manage that and bookings and all the stuff. But like we're learning, it's not to find a space in the city that we'd have to worry about zoning or this, that, or the other. It's now looking like it may be that we have to buy a piece of property, like a significant amount of land, just as close as we can get to the thing, and then build what we want and like let it grow as our ideas grow. So yeah, I still figure it's gonna work out.
Yeah, all the tours that you've done, have they been in the same?
They're the general
area?
vicinity. It's like Tyler Perry Studios is over there. It's called. I'm still getting familiar with Atlanta, so it's East Point. College Park. It's over there. It's like the southwest side.
What's the one where the sushi spot, the great sushi spot?
That's
Castleberry, right?
I don't know. I'd be guessing. So
yeah.
Wherever it is, I'm excited.
Yeah. And who's that sweet boy that always recognizes? He's so nice when we come in there. He remembers us. Mark. And he plays like.
Because I'm so good with names.
Dropkick Murphys.
He's an Irish man running a burger sushi joint.
Yeah. But so good.
And he's the only one that works there.
Yeah.
And a couple Mexicans that make the sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's crushing it.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it seems like it's loaded with like regulars or something.
No Japanese beers though.
Oh.
So that's a curiosity.
What do you drink when you're there? Oh, it's like a random ones around town, right?
Yeah, like an
this
Atlanta
stuff.
beer. Yeah. Love it though. I want to make that my neighborhood. Call me a local dog. I'm a local dog. Catch us out and
Catch us outside. How about that?
Either way, we're moving. It's gonna be great. And we're back.
We have mics. Check, check.
Yeah, watch your hair. It's probably gonna be rustling the whole time.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Noob.
Rookie.
Yeah.
Rookie.
Well, and ultimately, like, if you don't work in production, which is basically all of you, the more you get this in order on that side of things, the less time it takes editing it, which your boy doesn't like editing. And so Meg has eagerly taken on the task. Yeah.
Is that's the?
Yeah, you're Jennifer Gardner.
Nope. Keep going.
Jennifer.
I love this that he's in the industry. He never knows anyone's name.
Jennifer, she's great. I love her.
Yeah, she's so funny.
So great. So anyway, we're back, and that bookmark that we were coming to, I was excited to say, like, with that space as it continues to develop. Like, I work in whatever I do in the men's community, and so holding large events with like hundreds of dudes, having it doesn't need to be much, maybe 10 acres.
Yeah.
Of wilderness.
That's a lot.
Is that a lot?
10 acres? 1 acre is a large space.
Well, like a lot's like a quarter acre, right? Like a general lot.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't know. I'm just imagining like tents and shalas and all sorts of cool stuff.
Oh, excuse you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pit bike track.
An animal.
Like 4-wheelers.
Oh,
Axe. I'm gonna throw axes.
Great.
Where's Sam? He's out back throwing axes. In the
Typical
axe,
Sam.
in the axe area. Yeah. Anyway, excited. There's a lot of opportunity, and it's all gonna work out great.
This is Piper again.
Yeah.
Checking in.
Well, and so for podcast too, I talked about kind of the upcoming events as far as relocating and all of that. Is there anything other tidbits that we need to talk about?
We did promise them that we would have toenails for your thumb on the next episode.
Looks like you dropped the ball
so
again.
I did. I did. But your other one is still intact. No, it's not. I didn't realize you lost it. Oh no.
It's the best my nail has ever looked, and I had kind of a big head about it. Because I was like,
I know.
Look at all 10 of my fingers that are kind of normal.
He was flaunting it.
Hitchhiking? Anyone? I'm going that way. It's given
Thumb wrestle.
Yeah, who wants one?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb war.
Yeah. But we got one out. This is number 2.
Yeah.
We touched on a couple things.
We are going to try and be consistent.
We are going to be consistent. And hopefully, if anyone watches these, then they can pose questions or...
Oh, yeah. Give us ideas. On
as much as we are doing this to share, and I hope you enjoy this, ultimately, I enjoy what I do, so I don't really give a fart whether people enjoy it or not, because I'm like, I don't know, it's for us. So the bar is really low, but the more you interact, the more fun that we'll all have. So
yeah.
Imagine when we have a guest that isn't a dog. How fun would that be, right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
We just are always yakking at each other all the time. We're like, why don't we just record it?
You know? We are. Yeah. And in our new studio in Atlanta that we're building, it's just going to be even easier. It's like remember the MTV Real World? They had a little confessional room.
Oh, yeah. Well, they do that on a lot of shows, don't they?
I guess, I think they were kind of the originators of the concept, like just popping in, speaking your thoughts.
Yeah.
And so we'll have like a static studio that's just like anytime it's set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll get interns. That's a big thing. I want some local college interns from like
Loke dogs
from SCAD to come.
Oh, dang.
I'll teach them so many things. They'll get so many credits.
I would teach you so many things.
Yeah, well, that's the idea is that they're already better than me, so I'm just gonna trick them. One thing of note could probably be like with the space, and it's not specific to the space. Like this is just in general. Like I already live a lifestyle of constant change, and so with that acceptance of change, my brain is always just seeing different avenues and opportunities to be creative. You just kind of have to be creative when you work for yourself and you gotta feed yourself. But with something like that, the space, I'm excited for Meg.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity just to like kind of reinvigorate those juices.
Yeah, for sure. You go to school for art and then you end up doing accounting. Like,
You're very artistic. I anything I see her do, it's always really impressive.
I feel a little stagnant in my creative.
Not for long.
Yeah. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
And
Sam's such a good ideas guy. Like you can like get that ball rolling, and then I'm like.
And follow through, not just ideas.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
I just commented on that the other day, didn't I? To you, I was complimenting you.
Oh, maybe. Tell me again.
And then I appreciate they're a dreamer. Like you'll come up with all these ideas and things, but then he puts feet to it. You know, it's like, and he's a hard worker, follows through. You do a great job with that.
Yeah, well,
it's not just like, hey, blah bleepity blorp.
Well, and I expressed to her when she complimented me, which I do recall, was how in my past if you put expectation on anything, you're going to set yourself up for some serious disappointment. And so early on, and through my experience, like moving from Florida to LA and then just working for yourself, you get disappointed a lot if you have expectation, because I have all these great ideas, and then I at times would align with people that either saw the same opportunity and goal, and we went there and we achieved. A feature film on Amazon, a cool space, studio out in LA, like amazing projects. Equally, I've had a lot of misfires where people don't have the same level of that I do, and so they gumption, yeah, and so they kind of peter out, and that always, not always, but it really takes the wind out of my sails, because I work really well in collaboration and team.
Yeah. I hope my burp isn't super loud on the microphone.
It's not that kind of technology. They can't smell that.
Or not smell it.
I can.
I mean,
it's going to be a big warehouse. Big. Lots of windows.
I mean, because it's like right here, and then
they heard
rip a big burp.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But eliminating that expectation in life now and just going with the flow and following through on my own brought a lot of peace to my operation. But with the space, much the way with your feeling stagnant, I hope that it provides an open kind of door for lots of people to come and just operate. There's another similar space, Race Service, that I can show you more of, but I think they've got it dialed. I mean, everybody's got room to grow, but like they're right next to my house in LA.
Yeah.
Race Service does a lot of great stuff on, like, in general. They're an incredible creative studio, but then they built out their office location as a hub for activity, and so,
which is so cool.
Yeah.
And even I mean, I think one of the biggest pieces too that we didn't mention that makes us so excited about this is like the social piece and just bringing people together to meet, like-minded or not like-minded individuals and learn from people and build relationship and community and all that.
We're like an incubator.
Ooh, how so?
Well, just like
because we're hot.
Yeah, because we're chicks, man. An incubator for ideas and creatives. If they come together and ultimately don't know where to showcase and grow their idea, we will posit them. I'm great at connecting people, and so I think that would just be so fun just to be like, hey, come on in.
Yeah.
What are you into? That's great. Jerry's into that too. You guys should talk.
Jerry. He's crazy.
He's great. He's crazy.
I think that pretty much sums up our biggest dream for the year.
At least the nearest.
Yeah. Within next few months.
Clock is ticking.
Yeah. So that's one of our goals. And what other goals do you have?
Well, I think that's probably what we'll go into for Pod 3 is like we'll have them ready and share ours, and then you can share yours.
Yeah.
Via the internet.
What's that?
I tell you, I've been learning a lot today because I uploaded a video to YouTube.
Yeah?
And it said it was too long, and I was like, that's a thing? So I did some Googling.
Had to give it a Google.
I gave it a Google. So we got a YouTube, we got an Instagram now, we got a Facebook, we have a Gmail address.
Email us.
Email us, yeah. Tell us how much you don't like our podcast.
Can't you guys shut the F up?
Oh, man. But then I think next I'll get a Spotify because some people don't need to watch us talk. They can just listen.
How does that work?
Well,
give that a goog too.
I mean, I just am so out of the loop when it comes to podcasts because I don't consume them. I don't consume much. And so just the idea of as we're creating it, like just to sit and listen to people talk for 40 minutes, I don't get it. But it's such a thing.
About a topic that you enjoy. Like
no, and like and just like TV and film that I don't watch either. Like I love it, I just don't.
Oh yeah, isn't that kooky?
I just don't.
Doesn't really watch movies or TV, but is in movies and TV.
Yeah. So even with podcasts, we're creating one, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Guys, I'm learning. So tune in for Pod 3, where I learn why I do anything.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
We're learning.
We're learning, and we're learning with you.
Yeah, be teachable.
And
be willing to learn.
And you. And you.
Last monster.
Well, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
We're self-play. See you next time.
Oh, buttons. I already made the thing, so we can just copy paste it.
Oh, frick.
See you next time.
Click it!